Welcome YouTube viewers, this is Jason from JGD Designs. Today we are going to use the free JGD-BizElite WordPress theme to recreate a landing page. A while back I was initially going to create a companion plugin to JGD-BizElite called JBE Custom HTML. It was designed to work with any theme, but since there is and were so many plugins at the time that already did the same thing, I decided not to release it. Anyway, after creating the plugin, I came up with some fake front pages for a travel blog and a wine enthusiast blog, shown in these screenshots. In this first tutorial, I thought it would be a good idea to redo the travel agency design with the block editor, otherwise known as Gutenberg, and one of JGD-BizElite's custom templates. Because of the theme's design, the final page won't look exactly the same, but will offer a reasonable recreation. So let's get started. The first requirement for this tutorial is the theme itself, JGD-BizElite. You can find it at wordpress.org/themes/JGD-BizElite. I'll also leave information in the description as well. First, we are going to set up the theme for our landing page. Since the landing page and theme will match, we will make the color scheme blue from within the color scheme section of the customizer. From there, we will grab the water_bg.png file and use it as a background image. If you are doing the tutorial with me, you can pause the video if you like, in order to get the file from the GitHub tutorial resources page. The image is automatically set to repeat itself. We will also uncheck Scroll with Page for a fixed background. Next, let's create a page titled Travel Site Page, and apply the full width no menu template. Earlier in the tutorial, I mentioned the tutorial resources page at GitHub. It is located at github.com/jgpws/tutorial-resources. From there you will find the link to the resources page. The address will also be in the description. We are now all set up to begin creating the landing page. We are going to work on the content area first. For the top featured area in our design, I think the media and text block would work well. From the Add Block button in the upper right, add the media and text block. In the media and text block, we want to make sure the vertical alignment is set to vertical align top. The featured image of a beach can be found at the GitHub resources page. Let's grab that image and add it to the media library. We can also add some alt text for the image. Next, type in our main heading. For the paragraph below, we will use some dummy text. One good place to get this from is lipsum.com, where we can generate some lorem ipsum text. Copy and paste into a new paragraph block just below the heading. To highlight the medium text block area, we will set the background color to a light blue-green. The landing page colors can be found in the tutorial resources page. To make the heading stand out, we will change the color to blue. In the paragraph area, we will highlight the text and make it bold. Then, we will change the background behind the paragraph text to a rich blue and change the text color to white. Next, let's insert a call to action button after the paragraph. We will do so by clicking the paragraph and selecting Insert After from the upper right drop-down button. From there, click the Add Block button and type in Button for the buttons block to appear. Our call to action will say, Book your reservations today. In the breadcrumbs at the bottom of the screen, click Buttons to go back a level. Then center the button from the Alignment drop-down. To customize the button, we're going to change the background color to a bright orange, taken from our travel agency example colors file. We will change the text color to white. We will bold the text on the button as well. We will also add a fake link using the hashtag symbol to link to the current page. Now we can preview in a new tab to see what the page will look like on the live site. The media block will look better as full width, so let's change the width to full and preview again. After that, you can save the page as a draft. In the preview page, after right-clicking the media and text block and inspecting, we can see that the entry element that holds the block has a 20 pixel top margin. In the customizer, let's go to the additional CSS section. From here, we will copy the first lines of CSS from the custom landing CSS file. It references the negative margin at the top. Then, we will paste into the additional CSS text field. Upon refreshing the page, we now see that the margin is gone. We can also style the button to make it a little bigger. To make sure we're only styling this button, let's add a class CTA to it. In the editing screen under Advanced, add the class CTA to the Additional Classes text field. Now we can copy and paste the second bit of CSS that adds a padding and border. For the next section in the content area, we will go back to lipsum.com. This time we will generate 2 paragraphs and grab some text from the second paragraph. Then we can paste into a new paragraph block and apply a drop cap. Using Insert After from the previous block, let's add a new heading reading Our Low Rates and center it. Just below that, let's add a 3-column structure that will hold 3 city rates. From there, we will add 3 images of Paris, London, and New York, and place them as the first block in each column, respectively. You can get those images from the GitHub tutorial resources page. Similarly, we will get 3 jet icon images and place each one below each city image. Let's center those as well. For each one, we want to include alt text that describes each image. We should also do the same for our city images. Below each jet icon, we can add our rate information for each city. Here I typed it in, but you can also get the information from the landing page text file in the tutorial resources. Next, let's center align each bit of text. Let's make each city title large and each rate title medium. We can do this from the preset size select box in the block tab. After, we will add a secondary call to action button reading View our rates per city. Let's preview again to see how the new section looks on the actual website. It looks like a new draft has already been saved as well. Just like before, we will add a fake link. Below the secondary call to action, we will add a separator for our next section. Let's set it to the default size. Next is the heading for an About section, reading About Travel Agency. Below that will go our About copy. We will need another heading for location information along with its copy. Let's insert another column block of 50/50 after the previous paragraph and add a new H3 heading for the address. We can copy and paste the address information from the landing page text file. In the right column, we can include a heading for the social media section. From there, we can add the social icons block. Since we won't be linking to a WordPress site, you can remove the links from the first icon. Then type in the links for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Normally, you would include links to your own social media accounts or pages, but for the purposes of this tutorial, you can use the top-level domains. To further separate the contact section, let's add a spacer of 32 pixels above the first heading. And another 32 pixel spacer at the bottom. From here, we can save draft and preview. Since this tutorial has gone on longer than I expected it to, I'm going to break it up into two parts. In the second part, we will explore global changes to the overall website. Until then, please like the video and subscribe, as more content is on the way. Thank you.